Morning, world. Yeah, that's right. It's morning. I'm awake. It's unusual for people who know me. So in the last video of the Beetle, you saw that we did a full suspension rebuild, essentially. That's what we'll call it. And then I put lowering springs on it. In the last video / cover, you can kind of see really wasn't very low. So the owner of the car, he originally wanted it to be pretty much that height. When I got done, sent him some photos, he was happy with it. After talking with him a few times, he then decided, hey, he's like, I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna want to lower once I see it. And I'm like, yeah. So today's video, we're gonna look at lowering the front again, and I have a couple ways that I think I want to do it, because the only way really is you have to compress those springs, so that way you can get to the locking collar on the bottom to move it. So we're gonna try away with that, because I really don't want to blow the whole front end back apart and take the struts back out. I'm not mean, that's a little dramatic. I don't want to take the struts back out of the car if I don't have to. So I'm gonna try a different set of spring compressors, mainly because they're in the car. They'll be, if one of them goes awry or decides that, hey, I don't want to work anymore, then it won't go flying and possibly take my head off. So we're gonna try that first today, and then we're gonna lower the back. And I have a couple bushings and shocks I gotta add at the same time. So first things first, I have a garage at my house now. I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's changed a little bit. But you're probably wondering what all gets stored in here. Well, there's my Harley. Yes, that's right. I own a Harley. Yes, it's red. For those of you, my friends that actually watch these videos, no, I'm not going through a midlife crisis. Everybody freaking says that. God, I hate it. And I have my riding mower. Which is a really nice riding mower, 0 turn, but I have to store them in here. So without further ado, we'll get these things out of here, and then we'll get the Beetle moved in. And we're back. Beetle's in the air. It is worth noting, for you people that have never owned a Volkswagen before and own one now, they sell studs for regular lug nuts. I would highly recommend getting them, because these lug studs suck. Okay, now, Beetle spring moron. Okay, these things, they're spring compressors. They're the ones that hook onto the springs and you can compress it. We're gonna try to use these and compress the spring and try to get to the lower thing so I don't have to take all this crap apart again. For the record, I don't suggest these things.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always...
Now, I'm not gonna show you how to use them, because I don't like them. So, we're at the second to the last one from the bottom. That's where we're going. That should, if I remember correctly, be almost a 4-inch drop. That thing should pretty much tuck these tires pretty good, and that's with stock 165 15s. So, That's how you do it. I'm gonna do the other side, not put that beast on camera, because you already know how to do one. I'm also not really gonna show you how to use those spring compressors. You know why? Because I don't like them and I feel like they're unsafe. So, yep, be back to you when we're lowering the car on the ground. Okay, it's all done. Set it on the ground. Now it is just, should go right through it, right about 26, so I dropped it another inch. It's worth noting that he's got these big tires on here. Man. Yeah, you can really see the difference in the back. All right. It's not very low. So I'm just gonna leave it. It can go down one more, but it's only like another half an inch. So it would be 25.5, which would be right. Here. Well, I guess you guys want to see. So if I go down another half inch, like I can, it'd be 25.5, which would be right here. Yep, never mind. All right, we're gonna go down another half inch. All right, folks, and we're back. Okay, so we've lowered it down as low as it can go. So this is it. If it's not low enough, it is what it is. It is worth noting, I've had it parked outside and on its own suspension for about a week now. Mainly because I wanted the springs to semi-settle. I have my fan going, it's already warm. So yeah. Let me take you off the thing here. That's better. I'm a little bit happier now. Okay, so there you go. You can see it now. It's better. All right, that's what it is. What it is at this point. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and do the backs because that's as low as it can go without cutting springs. And we're back. I think you guys can see. I think. So right here, how you lower the back of these is actually a torsion. So you take these bolts loose, you gotta take the shock loose, which I'm replacing it anyways. And then in here, this is kind of the pain in the butt part, which yeah, you can see it. There's 4 bolts. So you take this off to get to the torsions, so that way you can take it out. So there's 2 ways you can do it, and I'll show you. There's in here, so there's spline here, and there's splines all the way on the inside of the axle. So typically, it's 1 on the inside, and what they would call a half on the outside, I believe is what it is. Sometimes when you take these apart, they come apart, and you can kind of see because it rests on this little ledge right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out, and we're gonna go 1. Yeah, because it's different when it's basically a half a turn essentially on the outside, and 1 turn on the inside because of the way the bar rotates. Anyways, so we're just gonna do 1 on the inside because I don't want this ignorantly low on the back. So that's what we're gonna do. So you take the shock loose, these 3 bolts, those bolts, pull it out. You will have to drop you'll have to drop this arm all the way down, kind of sort of thing. And this also is what sets your toe in the back. There is no camber adjustments in these in the back, so it is what it is at this point. But usually when you get camber, there's bushings that are on the inside right here. I've already looked at them, they're fine. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start taking that crap apart.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine. fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap, I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
All right, real quick, you gotta take the axle loose too. So there's 6 of these bolts. They use a 12 spline socket. And hang on. I don't know what size it's. This is a XZN 8M. I think it's an 8mm 12 spline. So do yourself a favor. See how it's all filled with crap? Clean all that out with like a screwdriver or something and blow air into it. You clean it out, and then if this doesn't go in about that far, which is like 1/8 of an inch, tap the socket, and if not, you'll strip it out. So you can see I scribed the line right there. So one tooth on the inside will go about there. It should just fight you to get over that lip. It'll be an okay drop. I think it should be about 2 inches. I didn't take measurements before, but I really don't care because it'll match the front. So that's where it's at. It'll just fight you to get back over that little lip. See, it won't go. So take a pry bar, pop it, and just tap it back in place. There you go. Then just put it all back together. Which, by the way, these bolts right here, these 2 inner ones, will kind of fight you. It's a tight squeeze. So I will put this all back together, do the other side, put it on the ground, I'll show you. All right, as you see behind me, it's done, it's lowered. Yes, I know the back sits just a tick lower than the front. Well, good morning, world. This is a whole new day. As you can see behind me, we have a Beetle again. It's still not low enough. If you order the kit from Topline and it says the rally springs are actually 3/4 of an inch taller. So today we are switching from the rally springs, which are on this car, to a sport spring. I'm not gonna show going through and changing them all again because y'all have seen it in the last video. So I'm just kind of giving you an update. That's why you guys haven't seen a video on it lately. I got busy. I went to a race in the meantime with the Corolla and it didn't go so hot. If you guys are interested, stay tuned to the end of the video and I will give a recap on that. All right, real quick. I know you can hear me. These are the rally springs. This is the sport spring. Look how much of a difference it is. There you go, all done. That is the correct height. You can see they're both about even. Finally, 4 tries later. Okay, so what has happened is, during the race, I'll put a photo up now, I don't have a video unfortunately, is the left rear wheel bearing shattered. I encourage you, I know better, I was dumb. The wheel bearings were 4 races old, and that car pulls, believe it or not, 1.7 Gs in a corner. Apparently that's too much for those wheel bearings. So, what ended up happening? It left the chat. So we quickly threw the car back together. We didn't go back on track. There was 2 hours left of the second day. I think we were 6th in class because the day before, it ran out of water in the radiator. I found out the head gasket had gone bad. We originally thought it was a thermostat, or not a thermostat, a radiator cap. We thought it was bad because it was steaming out of there. What it was is it was creating so much pressure, it was bypassing the cap. So, not really surprised. Short version, that car got turned into a race car prior to me because they thought it had a bad head gasket because it had been overheated so many times. My driver, who was in the car on Saturday the first day, it actually died on him. It got so hot and had no compression. So I'm not really surprised by this, nor am I upset. But long story short of that, the Corolla is done. Its racing days are over. Seeing it come off on a wrecker with damage hit me pretty hard. No, it was not the driver's fault. Dylan, if you're watching this, it was not your fault in any way, shape, or form. I know you were super upset. I'm glad you came out okay because it was a rough landing on the car. More importantly, I'm glad he was safe. And yes, I mean that. The car does mean a lot to me, but that car, at the end of the day, that's a car that's replaceable. I can build another one. But so yeah, that car's days of racing are done. And I mean it. Now I'm putting it on the internet, so all of my team members can be like, haha, yeah, right, Britt. No, seriously. I had gotten a Corolla wagon from somebody else I know, and I'm going to build that car into the next Lemons car. I don't have a lot of sentimental attachment like I do that one. And if you're asking about sentimental attachment in the Corolla, that was a car my wife learned to drive and throw a car around on many different levels, on dirt, on autocross. She's learned to drive, how to do, I guess, aggressive or defensive? Yeah, whatever. She's learned how to drive with that car, how to handle certain situations. I love Bug. How to handle certain situations to get the car to do better, so that way she comes out okay. So I have way too much sentimental attachment to that car. I'm keeping it. It's going to get turned into a car. Yeah, we're still going to race it. We're not going to do door-to-door. We'll probably do open track days and stuff like that with it, where there's controlled passing. It's not as hectic where people are blowing by you. There's not as many wrecks. The race up at NCM was a lot. I don't know what the Demolition Derby debacle that was, but there's a lot of wrecks. But at any rate, so that's what's going on with the Corolla. I'm going to be posting videos up of building the wagon here very shortly. We are taking that to CMP in April of next year, so I got a little bit of time. But I'll show you. I got to put a cage in it. I got to strip the car, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you want to watch all that, stay tuned. I will keep doing how-to videos. I am currently in the process of doing a mild restoration on a 65 Mustang, because that came here for other stuff, and then we discovered a whole debacle of problems. But anyways, moving on. All right, guys. If you stayed this far, I hope everything's well in your life. Continue watching the channel. If you haven't, like, comment, subscribe. More subscribe than anything else. Encourage your friends, even your enemies maybe, to subscribe. That way this channel can keep growing. So stay tuned, guys.